think I'm finally going to get the graph installed today, finished up anyway. It's all ready, it's mounted, I've got the wires run, so I just need to do a few more things. So let me show you what I got and where I'm going. So it just got dark on me the other day. And I wasn't able to get all the bolts in for this, and I had to grab some spares because I didn't have enough, and I wanted to make sure these were all stainless. Tighten these up. So I've already got 3 in. Gotta make sure that one's tight, sticking out a little further than the other ones. So that's all of those. I've already got my screws holding in here. I've got lock washers on these. These are all tight still, I hope. Nope. Still loose. All right, good and tight. Tighten up. Nice and sturdy. It's sturdy down here. Got the wire in from so this one's coming from the trolling motor. I'm sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. This one's from the trolling motor, and then the power, where did I put it at? So my plan for now is to use this battery. If you've seen my other videos, this is the one I use for my kayak, for my graph on my kayak. So it's just one of the Cabela's. Show them lined up. There we go, a lot of glare. Here we go, Cabela's 12 volt, and it's 8 amp hour. And it's lasted a long time when I fished with it on my kayak. So we'll see how long it holds up with this. I won't have the kayak and the boat out at the same time, obviously. So my plan is to just slide this under here. Kind of tuck it in here somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to run my, so that's where my cables, I've already got wires coming out of here that are connected to the battery. So all I have to do is, I'll have that coming up here. I'm going to put this on real quick. Right. Tighten those up. This, I don't know why they build this way. This doesn't come with the clip like on power cord, has the little screw-on clip already built onto it. For some reason this one doesn't. The orange, I don't know why. It's ridiculous, because now I gotta find it again. There's half of it. So see, they give you 2 halves. That is annoying. Anyway, I'm afraid that one day it's going to fall off. Alright, here we go. Put this back on. It just clips onto this top part of the orange. It doesn't even feel like it's really on there good, but it's on there pretty good. Here we go. I'm going to plug it in, get a line to line up. There we go. Screw it down. As I get aluminum shavings all over my arm from the other day, I'm drilling a hole. Alright, so there's that. And then, like I said, this is just going to go tuck back up underneath here. And I added a female side connector of this, so I can just connect into the box. That's the same way I have the other one connecting. Connect this up to the red here. right. And tighten it down. Let me turn this around for you guys. Alright. I'm going to tighten that one down. I don't have to go too tight because I just want to make it's on there, so go there. Now, hopefully, so you should be able to see that you got the red to red, orange to orange, and that's the way that's going to connect. And I'll spin it around and zoom back out. I was going to go with the Bass Pro mount for this that had the little like spring tension tighteners on them. I can't remember what it was called, but I didn't like the way they felt. I thought it was going to be a hassle and it's going to be a pain to tighten them down and loosen them all the time. I think once they got tightened down they'd be good, but if I wanted to adjust them it's going to be a pain. The Scotty mount is just a whole lot easier. I just loosen one knob. It's got a nice big knob on it, and I can adjust this anywhere I want it to go basically. So I can turn it this way if I need to see it, if I'm at the at the console, which probably won't need to see it that way. I can turn it around, I can look at it if I'm all the way up on the bow, or if I'm just right here on the actual deck, then I can turn it anywhere I want and I'm good to go. One of the coolest things about the Garmin, I think, is that the way this snaps in and out. If you're going on a trip, if you're going on a trip or something and you're out of town, or you're staying at a motel or whatever, or if you just got it out for some reason and you don't want to have your graph on here because it can get stolen, they got a really cool system here. So this just snaps in. It's really cool. Got my nice little cover. I don't know if I'll travel with it on there. I may have to snap it down, but I've heard people say they come loose over time. But so you put the bottom in first, you just set it in the mount, you kind of push it back a little bit, it'll drop in, and you snap it. You just make sure that on all the way around it's snapped in, and your money. Take this off real quick. Easy for him to say. Never taken it off before. All right. There we go. Okay. And now plug it in. I only needed the red and the black as far as I know. The blue and the brown I haven't looked at to see what they're for. My connector's here with my battery. Hopefully it's charged up enough to where I can at least get. Dude. Hey, right. Calm down, man. So I'll connect this on, snap it in. There it goes. Nice little click. And then I'll have to find a way to tuck the wires up underneath here. I'll probably just, get a little strap to put those on and then tuck them up underneath here. Like I said, at least for now. Look at that. Here we go. See if I can get this light off of it. It's real overcast today. I'm gonna leave the light off for now, but I need a little bit of light for some of the other stuff. So this should light up pretty good though. All right, I've shown you a little bit this before. I'm gonna make sure that that the demo mode is on. So demo mode is on. Charts. You got your fishing chart. Let's see if I can get a little closer for you guys. There we go. All right. So this fishing chart and you can just pinch, squeeze, so to speak, in and out, since it is a nice touchscreen. Shows you all the different creek beds. This is showing a submerged minor creek bed, road bed over here, and then showing you depth. So you might be able to see that right around this hump. Goes all the way. It's only to 5 feet deep at that hump. So part of what you can also do, that's this one right here. It's kind of hard to see from there, I know, but so it's showing 5 feet. What you can do is you can go in and you can actually adjust your contour lines, and you can color code them. So if I wanted to have 0 to 3 feet in red so I don't run over anything, you can do that. Now, of course, I've got mine installed onto my trolling motor, so I don't have that awesome option unless I'm actually trolling. But eventually, hopefully, I can I'll have something else that I can do the depth and all that kind of stuff on too. Navigation chart. So setup similar. I can set a point, and I can say I want to go there. I can do a navigate to. I can create a waypoint, measure distance, all those type of things if I want to navigate to it. And I think it's if I hit the go to, I'm going to engage the autopilot. Now that won't work, of course, because I'm not going to have mine set up like on autopilot. It's not connected in with my trolling motor. So basically, that's going to get you moving to that point. So it lines it up, takes you over to where that point is. The other cool view, this has a perspective 3D, which I call like a drone view, and it's kind of an overhead, and it gives you the whole lay of the lake or the body of water that you're on, and you're able to see a lot of different things, and in a sense of what I consider, just from again a bird's eye perspective, so to speak, or a drone view. This one takes a minute to load, and since I'm showing you stuff on the actual demo version or demo view, so to speak, I don't think the light's going to help. Let me help a little bit. I went ahead and unplugged the transducer because there's no reason to have it on. So this gives you a lay of the land that's a lot different. You can pan left and right and kind of see what everything looks like as far as the way the land looks, how far everything is. You can kind of see it in just a different perspective. I think it's pretty cool. I haven't tried yet to see if you can, I think you can tip it and tilt it. I just can't. Here it is. So you can tip the view to where it's even more of an overhead view, and it cuts out some of the other stuff, or you can have it to where it's a little more flat to where you can see further out, but it doesn't give you kind of, it gives you less of an overhead view, so to speak. Then you got your 3 graphs. You got your sonar, traditional sonar. You can change the fish to make the arches to make them look like actual little goldfish. You got your clear view, which is their version of down, which I really like this version. I actually like it better, at least in the demos that we have at Bass Pro. I like this one better than the Lowrance version. And maybe there's ways to play around with it and adjust it, but just as the demo comes, I like this a lot better. So you can see your humps and bumps a little better, whether they may be rocks because they're more pointy instead of just everything's rounded. You got brush piles that you can see, so there's a submerged brush or shrub or something. You got either a bait ball, it's hard to tell, I haven't figured this out yet exactly, but you've got bait or a school of fish there. So it's a cool view. I really like it. Then you have your side view, which I plan on using if I'm running parallel to a bank, just to see what's on the bank if I don't know what cover looks like underneath. And there you can see again, you got either a bait ball or a school of fish there. You got laydowns. There's another one there. You have to be moving to use side view. I've been told 1 to 2 miles an hour should do it, so I'll be testing that out to see what that looks like and how that actually works. And hopefully I'll be able to shoot some video of that too. And then you can do split screens, and you can customize them also. You can actually add, customize, all that kind of stuff. But what it gives you is a side-by-side view of exactly the same thing. So if I thought that was just a bump, but then I look on this and I go, oh, that looks like either a submerged, fish attractor, or it could just be a big shrub or a brush pile, or a small shrub or brush pile, depending on how far out it is. Then that's going to give you a better idea of what you're looking at. It gives you a kind of a second view. And I think I can just click and drag this. Oh, wait a minute, let me go back. Okay, that's for my range. think if I touch this, it actually goes to, yeah, just a single screen. I'm trying to remember how to drag it, and I can't remember that right now. I'll try to figure that out. I can't give a tutorial until I actually know exactly how to run it. Not a full tutorial anyway. So maybe I could do it from my menu. Clear view, traditional, edit layout. There it is. So see the little circle in the middle with the four triangle kind of looking things. So I can actually take this and I can just drag it over. And then if I want one side to be a little bigger than the other, obviously, that allows me to do that. If I want more sonar on the view, not as much of the down, and I can do it that way. And so those are all things that are really cool adjustments that I'm sure most of the other ones have too, but go back. Combos. Yeah, multiple combos. You can do multiple types of split screens. You can do 3 splits. So you can have your maps up on one side, sonar and whatever, and just kind of split them up. You can actually, I think, move this out of the way too, if I remember right. I got the... layout. Oh, well, here's one you can go to this from another location too, but you can just choose the setup that you want. So if I just want the basic combo setup, the side by side, then I can select which one I want to do. Well, not on that one. Hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Customize. Customize. Add, and then I can pick my own. It may not be any different than the other one, but what I can pick is what goes in them. It's empty. I just pick the one I want. If I want my down on one side, and then this side I just touch the screen, I go back to my sonar again, or if I want charts on it, if I want my nav chart on that side, then I can do that. And you can switch any of them up the way you want. You can get up to 3. As far as I know, you can put 3 different screens on at a good variety of combinations. And then of course there's the Panoptics, which most of you know a little bit about probably, that I will, again, unless I can get it super cheap, I'll probably never get it. But this is one view of your, what was this one called again? I think this is just called the regular live scope view, which shoots forward. It does shoot a little bit underneath your boat, but it mostly shoots forward. So you can see the yellow. I'll go to the other one. It's a little easier to see the yellow mark. You've got down perspective view. You have to have the perspective mount to tip your transducer over for your Panoptics, but it gives you almost a 180 view of what's underneath the water in front of you. And if you can see the yellow over here, should be able to see that. That's going to show you what area it's scanning. And then if you move it, it'll change it based on where you are in the boat as far as where you turn whatever you've got it mounted to. You need to use a separate mounting bracket, and you can mount to your trolling motor as long as you don't have like spot lock or something, because that could affect the view that you're going to get. If you have spot lock and your shaft is constantly turning back and forth, it's going to affect your signal, from what I've been told. I'm going to try it myself. And that's kind of the basics. There's active captain. You've got an autopilot setting. There's a way to do some type of media stuff, and I'm not worried about that. But oh, wrong button, wrong back. So I think it's pretty cool. It's really awesome. Got it when it was on sale for a super good sale, almost half off, and I'm excited to try it out. I was hoping to get out there today, or this weekend, but stuff happens like it usually does, and I wasn't able to get out. Ended up working today, part of the day at Bass Pro, and yesterday I had some other family obligations, and it's been kind of rainy today anyway, which would be a good day to fish some lakes just because of the overcast situations. But it's supposed to be into the low 30s and maybe even 29 degrees this coming week, middle of the week, but next weekend is supposed to look pretty good. So hopefully I can get it out one day next week, probably Sunday. And that's it. So I'll try to do more demos, more tutorials once I learn more about it, but just the basics of it, I think it's really cool. and you guys would really love one of these if you're into Garmin. If you're not, I think you could get one anyway. I know I have people I work with that are hummingbird people, and I have people that are Lowrance people, or Lowrance, depending on, I guess, what part of the country you're from, how you say it. But I've always liked these since I've been working there, and I've really played around with them more. They're very easy to use, and you can do presets on the side. If you want to do presets for different screens, it may not work because I don't think it's going to do it. This one wasn't a demo version. You can set it up to where I could have either charts on one, I could have it set up with a split screen on number 2, and so forth and so on. And then there's you got your chip reader there for your micro card, if you want to get a chip in for maps or navionics or something like that. All right, so that's it for now. Once I get on the water next week, hopefully I have some good video of me fishing, but also of using the graph. And man, I'm glad I'm finally going to be able to get the boat out. I keep saying that and then I don't get the boat out, but hopefully I can get the boat out here real soon and get you guys some good content on that. Hopefully have multiple cameras set up so I can get different angles and views, because obviously the boat's bigger than the kayak is. But y'all have a good one, and I hopefully will see you on the water real soon.